welcome back. This is Jackie. Today I'm going to talk to you regarding about VPNs. Now, the other time I did a short regarding about VPNs, and I guess many people would be inquiring about that because you might be in somewhere like, for example, China or maybe Costa Rica. I'm not too sure about that one. Well, but either way wise, having a VPN is not necessarily used for breaking through a firewall. But the most important thing is to prevent yourselves from being hacked by other people, put it this way. Okay, so now putting that aside, okay, now I'm going to use my Textopedia, just like what I recommend. You could look for VPN and it would prompt out in a minute. Go, there we go. You could see top 10, top 20. What is a VPN? Okay, we could look at this one. What is a VPN? Okay, now as you guys can see down here, a VPN is an end device software that is used for seeking connections and networks data. Now, it should say something about security. Let's see if it does so. Unfortunately, no. Okay, but I guess it should say something about VPN security. There you go. Okay, there you go. Okay, now VPN security encompasses the collective measures, meaning to say it covers on the network itself, okay, to ensure encrypted data. So no more those kind of prompty passwords or anything like that, you know. All you need to do is to ensure that your password in your account is being stored properly, as well as a second verification for some VPNs. For example, the VPN that's going to recommend to you in a while. Now, once you have that, your security should be up to standard, where people shouldn't be able to fetch any data or get any information from your site. Okay, so do take note about that one. Okay, now as you guys can see, why is it so powerful? Because number one, you have the IPsec, which is the Internet Protocol Security. This is the normal security level, where you play with the WPA, WPA2, you know, those kind of stuff. Now, also, you need to also take note about the security, as in the SSL and the TSL, which I'm going to talk about in my introduction regarding about websites and building WordPresses. Also, we also have a transport layer security, which is datagram, secure shell, and last but not least, the SSTP. Okay, very, very important. Now, whatever you're doing right now in the VPN, it's gonna stay in that secure socket tunneling protocol. It's sort of like Elon Musk driving his new MacViv train all the way from States to China, for example. Okay, now that's like gonna be 8 minutes, and no one's gonna detect you. No one's gonna stop you. There's no stop. There's no waiver. There's no problems in that. No one's gonna track you other than your ticket, I guess. Okay, now same goes for the VPN. They would be able to identify your username, but they would not be able to track whatever you've been going through within the VPN. So if you're browsing in a browser itself, they would only take data which you give permission to. Okay? And I was to say you're secured. This is good if you're using an outside network. For example, if you're outside, say down there with Starbucks, you know, enjoy your coffee. Now, you would be able to feel more safe using a VPN rather than the open network itself. And not to mention, it's easy to get hacked or being intercepted in some sense while using an open internet. Okay, so what type of VPNs would I recommend? Now, closing the homebrew. Now I'm gonna show you some VPNs that I would recommend. Number one, I would recommend Proton VPN. Okay, there you go. Proton VPN, as you guys can see. Okay, we have Proton VPN, which is this. Okay, and the most important part is it's for free. You could choose the pricing depending on whether if you want to use their subscribed plans. So the thing is, if it's free, you might have a limited connection and the speed will be limited. But if you're paying for it, as you guys can see, you get the highest VPN speed and various other props with it. Okay, now the one thing that you would also need to take note is the price. And if you're buying a VPN, you do need to have a 30-day money-back guarantee. I highly recommend that, because what is more important than having a guarantee? What if the VPN does not work in my region? You know, for example, in some areas, you are unable to access the VPN itself. You know, even though VPN is so open these days, but you might not be able to access it, okay, due to certain firewall issues, or if you want to bypass that firewall, you require some little stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, now Proton VPN also comes with certain other things. For example, it has various, there you go, countries, servers, gigs, okay? Strictly no logs policy. Remember what I said about that one? Okay? And all apps are open source and audited, means they have been checked. And they are based in Switzerland. Swiss is very, very, very popular for having the VPNs, okay? Now, another one I would recommend is ExpressVPN, which you guys can see now here. It's really being prompted out down here, okay? So it's one of the #1 trusted in VPN. I would say it's reliable. But again, firewall issues. You want to know whether if the firewall is acceptable, okay, in a sense. Okay. Now, also all you have to do, you can download it. You can put it in 5 devices at the same time with one account. So one account, 5 devices. Okay. Whether it's a mobile, iPad, and so forth. Okay. Stronger data, lightning quick speed connection, which I have to really recommend that on that one, because if you're looking for something that you want to stream, like for example Netflix, okay, you want that. It also comes with live 24-hour customer support along with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's something I think I would definitely buy that. Okay, now these two are options, but this is a paid option. Okay, and again, you need to make sure that it bypasses the firewall. Okay, now another option that I would recommend is Opera. Okay, now Opera is built via, well, I would say on top of Google. Okay, and you can get VPN just like that easily. Okay, so as you guys can see, you could have a VPN installed down here. Okay, and it would be prompt in your URL, and it would monitor your traffic, how much data are you been using, which location are you at, and it also shows you an IP address, okay, which you can choose. Okay, now again, you can also use it in the mobile devices that you want to use on. Okay, so therefore I would say it's not so hectic or troublesome. Okay, now do take note about things. Oh, nice interface. Okay, so we show you more things: explore, enhance privacies, pinboards, Instagram. Using Instagram and the Opera sidebar while you're browsing. That's all live. Okay, I love Instagram a lot. Okay, and it's easy to switch. The only prompt that you need to do is you can only use an Opera browser. So by default, if you're using a free VPN, you can only use it on the Opera browser. You cannot use it on other apps. You cannot use it on other browsers, and you cannot use it on other, I would say, search engines. Okay, so you have to stick with this one. Okay, no matter what happens. And there's no 7-day free trial, no money back guarantee, because you are not having a paid version. Okay, and you're using the browser. Again, remember what I said about 2-factor authentication. That's very important. Okay, now with this being said, now again, all these have a certain limitation. I would recommend, now personally I'm using that as well, which is NordVPN. Okay, now why am I highly recommending NordVPN? Now, not because, well, you can see all these recommendations. It's the most popular VPN in 2022. Top 5 VPN in Australia. Wow. Okay, and there's online security as well. Okay, and you can see all good prompts: fastest, latest offer, and so forth. Okay, so now NordVPN is known for their offers, okay, as well as the more you pay, for a yearly subscription, the lesser you have to pay. Put it in this way, okay? See, your IP address is blah 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 blah. Your status is unprotected. Oh no, that's scary. Okay, now pricing, features, servers. What is a VPN? Download VPN. They're very clear about this one. Okay, and you get a deal out of this, minus 68%. Okay, which is down in the description below. So if you click on it directly, you would be prompt with additional savings. Okay, which I'm not gonna earn. Well, I'm not gonna earn a single bit. At the most, it doesn't affect any of your payments. Okay, I would totally appreciate that. Now, going back to this one, you can get the deal, or you can take a look at that pricing. Now, for this one, it's a complete free choice of $529. Well, for a 2-year plan, that's pretty good, I would say. It comes with secured data breach scanners, ad track, amount protection, and so forth. Now, if you take it on my deal, if I'm not mistaken, you should have it at $519, or is it 5? So it depends on your region as well as your site. Okay, and in USD it should be around $499, I would say. So it all depends on you. Okay, whether if you want to try out my link as well. Again, nothing is earned. I only receive a little commission from NordVPN. Your price will not be affected at all. Okay, so if you want to support this channel, do try it out. Okay, now you could also choose monthly payments, like a 2-year plan. Okay, which is a Get Plus. Okay, there you go. And then you can have a monthly plan as well, which is very expensive. I would say $14.29. And you could have a 1-year plan, which is say $6.79. Okay, depending on what you want. Okay, at the end of the day. Now, putting that aside, I would recommend you to download NordVPN because number one, it's one of the firewalls that can bypass China's protection, and you'll be able to view Netflix, which is very important. And you can choose various servers. Okay, see, no limitations, no internet censorship. Okay, that's one thing. And it connects up to 6 devices, way more than ExpressVPN. Now, you also can use multi-factor authentication. This is something that's very important. Remember what I said? Okay, so you could use an authenticator to log in to your own account, so no one else has this access now. Okay, you could hide your traffic, mask your IP, double protection, protect your data non-stop, and so forth. Okay, now use it with ease, browse safety, no data leaks, DNS. Oh, well, you should check out on some of my favorite subscribers about DNS, especially Chuck. Okay, Mr. Chuck. Now, you could access your content as well, support with 24/7, so you could just talk to them, and private DNS. Okay, now, out of all these are the best VPNs I would highly recommend. If you think you like what I'm sharing right now, do let me know. Or if you think that there's more to VPNs that you want to know more about, drop me a comment about it and I'll get right to it to get you started on knowing more about the VPNs. So yeah, again, I hope you guys have a nice day, and happy bypassing all the firewalls and getting best securities. Okay, oh, do remember to subscribe. See you guys.